start first with Elisa, maybe telling us just a little bit about what you're trying to do with Funtasia and ESF around the world, and then we'll get into the fun and juicy bits.
Hello, everyone. Is it on the microphone? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I'm confused. My name is Elisa Sednaoui. Thank you all for being here, making the time to be here today. The Elisa Sednaoui Foundation is born when I was pregnant with my first child 6 years ago. I saw that there was an opportunity to better the quality of education. Firstly, with the opportunity I had in my own countries, Egypt and Italy. And so Funtasia was born as the first project of the Elisa Sednaoui Foundation, and the idea is to develop educational programs that use art and what I call comprehensive learning. So everything from gardening, nutrition, health, coding, everything that supports academic education. We work in the public school sector, so supporting public school teachers, training them and helping them as they run Funtasia programs in the school and in the after-school space as well. So in Italy, our big partner is Save the Children Italy. With them, we're in over 10 locations nationwide. And in Egypt, we have our own first center, the Funtasia sort of pilot center. And I chose Luxor. I mean, Luxor is where my father is an architect. He built a mud brick house in Luxor as he was an architect student at the Architecture University here in London. He went as a tourist to Egypt. It's a long story, our connection with Egypt, but let's just say he's born in Egypt, exiled Egypt, came back when he was 25 years old and decided to build this mud brick house. And he didn't only build the mud brick house, he built a relationship with the community, you know. He was a foreign, but an Egyptian. A bit like me, we are foreign, but we are Egyptian. And it gave me the access to begin this project. You know, people go to Luxor, and this is the countryside of Luxor. You know, we're not talking about urban towns. This is countryside. Most of the people that are coming, you know, are either landowners or working in agriculture. And, you know, we wanted to show that it was possible to start a project like this from scratch. And that's the whole idea of the model, right? How do you go in communities everywhere in the world and build capacity, give jobs to the community, empower women, young women, you know, girls that just came out of university. One of them, the first one, had lost her father. Hepatitis C is a very big problem in Egypt. Her father, who was my friend, passed, and she was 18 years old, one daughter of a big family, of only one boy to support the rest of the family, and she became one of our head trainers. But this is a woman that when she entered 18 years old in the center the first time, she wouldn't allow herself to clap hands in front of men. I mean, I'm not talking dancing, belly dancing, which a lot of the women do in the local weddings, right? And that's normal. I'm talking about clapping hands in front of men. And now she's leading Egyptians nationwide, you know, and she's become this person. It's so impressive, you know. And for me, it's been funny because, you know, I started my career as a model, as an actor, and this is how most of the people who know me or my work have known me for. And I think in the beginning, when I started this organization, and I decided that it was going to become my full-time focus, right? Because you cannot do this if you're not working on it full-time. I mean, I could have hired an executive director, didn't find it. Looked for it for a year, ended up taking on the role. And, you know, a lot of people look at me with a starting career in entertainment business, and they were like, you know, not understanding this choice. Like, why? Because...
Or is it just a glamour problem?
Yeah, or is it to, you know, show yourself under this image? I don't know, right? And the why is because once you've experienced this, and like Alia talks about it, once you have seen the power that investing in teachers, educators, in youth, and creating this international connection, because that's the idea, right? How can you, with your network, you know, unite and just create connectedness, right? Because you're talking about fun and joy, and it's fun and joy in connectedness. Because we're in a world that is more and more polarized, as you know, and we have to help each other and youth learn how to better live together, right? But these moments are so strong. When I watch a woman, you know, empowered, when I watch a man, you know, when I watch a man and a woman leading together, helping each other, when I see a child who for the first time is being heard, asked a personal question, and smiles with this look like he doesn't know what's going on, like, you know, I'm being asked a question about me, my taste, my opinion, not the right answer, right? It's so powerful. Everything else has no value, you know. For me, personally, you know, these self-obsessed jobs, you know, where everything is about you and the image and how important people feel because of how famous you are. I mean, it's just doesn't make sense.